Prejudice. Wrote a song about it. Like to hear it? Here it go. Free your mind.
This is Dizzie Mac with the first lady of sports talk, the one and only Cheryl Smith. And you are listening to Bras, Panties, and Sports. And, man, the panel, you know what? Shimmy Shake Girls. I don't see my man Joe Midas Mind Miller over there. Shimmy Shake Girls. Can you go get Joe? He's around here somewhere, probably talking about money to somebody. But, First Lady, we missed you last week, and we are glad to see you. You're looking beautiful as ever. How you doing?
I'm doing fine, and I would just like to thank you guys for the wishes for my son. He's doing better. He got into a car accident, but he's doing much better.
That is great. That is great. And, hey, we got a lot to talk about, so you came back at the right time. So let's get the fans ready for What You Saying. Over to you.
Each week we try to figure out what is going on in the sports world. Not the plays of the week, more like the players of the week. Are they trying to tell us something? So we ask, what you saying? Fly, little birdie, fly. Time keeps on slipping into the future. Time keeps on slipping into the future. So I want to fly like an eagle to the sea. Fly like an eagle, let the spirit carry me. I want to fly right into the future. The little birdies known as Rick Pitino and the Louisville Cardinals, wish they could fly far, far away from a scandal that has more twists than an old Vanessa Del Rio movie.
I love her.
Something is starting to stink, and I mean stank, at Louisville, and no amount of French perfume is going to cover up the funk. Louisville has decided to try the old, and we will self-impose our own punishment so the NCAA can sit on their hands. Should Rick Pitino resign if there are any violations, even if he was out of the loop? Should the NCAA say, nonsense, then impose some real sanctions against the University of Louisville? Are the players being punished for things that they had nothing to do with, and does that matter? Air Force Amy, Mistress Matisse, Libby Thompson, Lula White, and the Steve Miller Band are asking, what you saying? Mistress Matisse, I'm telling you, came up with some what? Those are called the houses, what do they call the madams? Okay, well, anyway, Spike Lee told us a long time ago in his movie, He Got Game, that recruits are enticed with girls and sex. You remember, Jesus Shuttlesworth?
Yeah.
Remember what happened to him? He was in bed with them girls, so that's what they do at these colleges. Unfortunately, they just got caught, and that's what happened with Louisville. And Coach Pitino, yeah, you should resign. Now, whether you knew about it or whether you didn't know about what your assistant coaches were doing, you should have known. This is the reason why you were paid the big bucks to oversee the basketball team. Come on now, parents entrust their sons with you. They expect you to inspire, motivate, and be role model. Parents don't know. They don't know what's going on. They just don't send their sons to be a part of a salacious culture like what's going on in Louisville. But let's just face it, Rick Pitino, he has so much cachet in Louisville that he will not resign, nor will he lose his job, especially since SMU did not fire Larry Brown. If you remember what was going on with that situation, they had academic fraud, and Larry Brown actually was misleading the NCAA during the investigation. So based on that situation, I don't think Rick Pitino will lose his job, and he'll probably be given the same respect that Larry Brown was given. So, we just call these coaches the Teflon Dons. And, yes, they're very nothing sticks. Nothing sticks with them. So should the NCAA impose real sanctions? Heck, yeah, they need to strike them down hard with these violations. These are violations of recruitment. I mean, the NCAA has definitely in the past sanctioned several schools because of recruitment violations. I think it definitely will happen. Should the current players be at fault? I mean, do you feel sorry for the current players? I mean, yeah, unfortunately they had nothing to do with the situation, but it's part of the organization. It's considered institutional control, which includes everyone, including the players who may not have nothing to do with it, but come on now, let's be for real. You don't think these players knew what was going on? I'm quite sure it happened to them when they were recruited by Louisville. This situation just didn't start. This has probably been going on for a while. So I definitely think, it's a sad situation in Louisville, but it's not going to make Rick Pitino leave. Definitely not. So, Dizzie Mac, what do you think? Should Rick go?
Oh, man. Rick probably shouldn't go. I mean, I think Rick is savvy enough and has been around the block enough, First Lady, to say, if it's going on, I don't want to know. I don't want to know nothing. Rick, to me, kind of has that personality. I mean, Rick was able to pretty much dodge that scandal when he was messing with that woman. And, he's married. He was messing with that. Remember, she tried to get him. She tried to get him. But he was able to, like you said, First Lady, be the Teflon Don Pitino. Don Pitino. Nothing sticks except for his hairspray. But that's a different matter. But he's going to be looked at as turning a blind eye. He knew it was happening. As you say, hey, none of the fathers of these recruits or these players are unhappy. Hey, my son's getting it. He's setting it up so he's getting his first property piece, and it's in a controlled atmosphere. The university approves this. I mean, come on. The university approving this? Yeah, that's Louisville. They had been successful First Lady. They had won a national title recently. So, of course, they were getting a full treatment. It was a mother and daughter. I think mother and two daughters were on the welcoming committee, welcoming these new recruits. So, yeah, and they were getting paid. Now, the fall guy is going to be the former assistant coach. Oh, yeah, he's going to be the fall guy. When you hear something go, that's him hitting the ground. He done fell. Yeah, First Lady. It's going down, and hey, the players, they know. I mean, it's just like you take the chance. You get down on one knee and you roll the dice. That you're hoping that the school hadn't entered into something crazy, because once you step on the campus and become a part of that team, whatever happens to the team happens to you. Okay, you're lucky you got a 1-year self-imposed ban. I mean, they may take some leniency, and because Pitino is the leading coach figure in the NCAA, you probably get some leniency. So stop the yapping. You still got something to play for, and get your mind out of the gutter, because that little red wagon has been taken away. So yeah, I mean, it's gonna be interesting for us. It's gonna be interesting. That trial is gonna be interesting.
Yeah, we'll see.
Well, I just want to put in there that if the NCAA does not say nonsense and say, look, if nothing else but for real public perception, because this is really not the time to cover up spray some Febreze.
Yeah.
This ain't the era. Folks is serious. You know, this is a highly cynical and critical era. I'll just say in the sports world, and if Rick Pitino comes away with a simple slap on the wrist, I think the NCAA may be in some big trouble on future matters because somebody is messing up.
Yeah.
I hear you.
Very well put.
All right, Dizzie Mac, over to you.
Thank you, First Lady. But please don't call it a comeback. I've been here for years, rocking my peers, putting suckers in fear, making the tears rain down like a monsoon. Listen to the bass go boom, explosion, overpowering. Over the competition, I'm towering. Wrecking shop when I drop these lyrics that'll make you call the cops. Don't you dare stare, you better move. Don't ever compare me to the rest of it. I'll get you sliced and diced. Competition paying up price. I'm going to knock you out. Mama said knock you out. We're not talking about Tyson versus Spinks, Foreman versus Frazier, or Morrison versus Mercer. We're talking about the self-inflicted knockout punch Johnny Manziel has landed on his NFL career. Let's see. Screwed up rookie season. Check. Partying when he should be preparing as a starter. Check. Lying to the coach and team owner. Check. Numerous incidents involving possible domestic violence. Check. What is going on in Texas with rich white kids? We have the influenza kid who murders a group of people by being drunk behind the wheel, and his defense is he's too coddled for jail. Bubba is not going to care. Bubba will not care. He do all the coddling you want. Johnny Manziel's father is begging others to do something. If either of these jokers were black, would you see a rush to save them from their own choices? O.J. Simpson, Jason Williams, Art Schlichter, Lawrence Phillips, the late Lawrence Phillips, are asking, what you saying? Well, Johnny Manziel is on a path of destruction. I mean, he's definitely hurt himself by the actions. And, I mean, the ones he's done and the ones he's not taken. Not going to rehab. Hey, we didn't ask him twice, his father said. He's been in rehab once. He's out there arguing, anger management, and possibly hit this young lady several times. I mean, I don't know what's going on with Johnny Manziel. I don't know if it's drugs, alcohol, both, prescriptions, just a big head, but hey, he understands, he knows, he's on social media, he sees things happening around him. He knows when players behave badly, they get sat down. I mean, sat down. Look at Josh Gordon. Yeah, keep smoking, Josh Gordon. Keep smoking. You think you were begging to come back now. Just wait. If you mess up again, it's over. I mean, you got a lot of these players. Hey, look at the young man for Denver. Got sent home. He was with his brother. Brother got caught soliciting. Oh, y'all got detained by the police. Uh-oh, the po-po? Question you? Take your butt home. Now, see, it's tough for me not to say that, hey, if he was a different color, I mean, you know, he definitely, if he was black, I wouldn't see the rush to save him. But I got to flip that. I think if he was black, he'd have more of a rush. Say, because I don't think people really digging Johnny Manziel. I don't think they really dig it. No. I don't think they think he's not too good of a quarterback anyway. And so,
I'm looking over there at the Midas Mind. He dropped a stack of cash when you said that. That stack of cash went straight to the ground.
Believe me. So, I think if you were black, Johnny Manziel, you'd have a lot more defense coming your way. First Lady, we spoke on this, Johnny Manziel, plenty of times, but this latest round, what you saying?
Dizzie Mac, affluenza kids, it's not the first time rich kids have gotten into trouble. Come on, they did a whole series about not a series, but they did a television show about Beverly Hills 90210, which was, basically rich Beverly Hills kids getting into trouble and everything, and, showing that show. But Johnny Manziel, is well documented, all the problems he's had. And it just didn't start in the NFL. It started way long before he got to the NFL. And, yeah, you went there, but I'm going to go a little bit further, Dizzie Mac, about whether or not if Johnny Manziel were black, what would probably happen to him. Well, if he were black, he probably wouldn't be alive, considering the run-ins he had with the law. He probably would have been shot to death and regarded as a threat to society, and later discovered that he wasn't a threat to society. So, that would be the reality if Johnny Manziel were black. But Howard, we're not talking about a black Johnny Manziel. We're talking about a white Johnny Manziel. And I just don't understand why his father would come to the media and plead for someone to help his son. As a parent, his father was aware of his behavior prior to the NFL. Come on now. He obviously exhibited this behavior when he was in college. It was documented. They kept a lot of things quiet, but I'm quite sure it happened when he was also in high school. Now, his parents may not have condoned his behavior, but his parents did nothing to help him. They, as far as I'm concerned, they were actively participating in creating his persona, Johnny Football. And, now they're looking for help. It's too late to help Johnny Football. He has to help himself. And he needs to go into rehab, and all his parents can do for him is just be there to support him. They can provide him with the support, but they can't continue to enable him. They've been enabling him his entire life. So I was just a little taken back by the fact that his father went to the media, asking them help. He's concerned if he doesn't get the help, he's not going to be here. But, now he went on. I think he just recently said that he's got in contact with him and he's doing fine. See, that's the type of the behavior that they've been, providing Johnny Manziel. They keep enabling him. And they just got to stop it. Whether they're rich or not, there's been things saying that, they are oil tycoons. Really, the oil money is not really on their side of the family. It is part of the family, but, I don't know of how affluent they are. But, these things happen when you have a lot of money. And money should not be the scapegoat, is the way he was brought up and the way he was raised. So I got to fault the parents on this. So, Dizzie Mac, as a parent, I know we kind of spoil our children, but sometimes you gotta stand strong and tell them when they're wrong. And I don't think anybody has told Johnny that from the time that he was probably playing high school. I don't think anybody has told him that. And it just keeps manifesting on, and now it's just too late. He's just right now. He's in trouble if he doesn't get himself together. Really.
First lady, they told that knucklehead boy that he was messing up. Johnny Manziel is just a mess up, a screw up. Hey, I mean, I think he just, got that image. Hey, he once he won that Heisman, once he had that season, won that Heisman, he just been acting a fool, thinking he the man.
Well, people are telling you the man. That's how you continue to act a fool.
Acting a fool. Hey, but hold up, did I hear that? My partner, Midas Mind, came in. The Shimmy Shake Girls came on a rescue mission and brought him in.
They brought me in on a stretcher. And, you almost interrupted me before I finished my happy ending. But let's get to Johnny Manziel.
Yeah.
Johnny Manziel, of course, he may have sold some autographs in college. He was highly recruited coming out of high school. He's been a Texas superstar for years. And a big part of this problem is how big football is here in Texas. Because immature kids are put on a pedestal. And they're allowed to get away with some of everything. Now, wealthy kids are also allowed to get away with quite a lot of stuff here. It's not said very often in the media, but just like you can buy everything, including justice in Chicago, Illinois, you can do it right here in Dallas and Fort Worth and Houston and San Antonio and Austin, Texas. If you got the money, we got a way for you to get out of it. And Johnny had that. And Johnny's used to that. And that's been Johnny's life. In fact, if you can remember, Johnny's daddy bought him a car and pimped it out, West Coast Customs, rims, hydraulics, everything. And they said, well, why would you buy a kid a car like this? And he said, I knew a kid the car. Somebody would give it to him and he'd take it. It'd be an NCAA violation. So we just want to help him grow. So this is the atmosphere that Johnny has come up in. I don't really think he means to slap around his girlfriends. It's just he gets high and he slaps them around. Where they, make the mistake of trying to be people in the presence of a God. And that's what goes down. That's what we're dealing with Johnny Manziel. On the other hand, all of these calls for Johnny to take himself into rehab are really misplaced. How in the world could Johnny go into rehab and stay there for the full rehabilitation? The rehab don't have booze and drugs. Come on, y'all. Johnny ain't going to do that. Johnny got to grow up by himself. Johnny got to hit rock bottom and get out here in these South Dallas streets and really get hauled out. And if he has anything left, then he may have a chance. If he were a young black man, you're right. He'd have a better chance as a young black man because there's somebody, a mama or uncle or somebody, they talk to him, a brother or sister or a peer group who really wants to see him make it, and a strong back family just beat his ass. But Johnny ain't got it. So Johnny's in trouble. And I just heard this weekend on a local talk radio show here in Dallas that the Cowboys are hinting through 2 or 3 different assistant coaches that they don't want to see his ass in or near the facilities ever. We don't want him in the building. We take on troubled players. We take on players that's got problems. We might take on players that done murders and sold drugs. But like you say, they talented. You done made the mistake of letting Jerry see you, bruh. Can't come around here no more. Johnny. Head on down to Dixon Circle in South Dallas. Get that good ass whooping. It could be the start of a new life, bro.
Yeah. Hey.
Well, Dizzie Mac, I just want to put in that, it really gets under my skin how the rallying around these coddled kids. And me and the Midas Mind had a conversation, and it was just we were looking at some folks we knew whose kids and grandkids were treating them like they owed them something. And we were just like the pervasiveness of being coddled. How big a slap is it to the to the family that's just doing what they can. Their kid gets in trouble, makes poor choices, and their kid is looking at 2 to 8 years in the state prison system, and all these excuses for these coddled kids. And you know, it's just really, really sad. And also, you know, I just want to say that, you know, you got a point when you say that his coddledness has not had him become some people with or back. You know, they rather take they rather take the need to grow and say, look, you know what, you need to grow. Yes. Slap them around and say, look, we'll see if we can work for you. Jim Brown will come out and try to work with you, you know. But this is a new level. And back to you.
Thank you. Right. Yeah, man. I mean, it's deep. First Lady, on that note, please take us to break.
The first 2 listeners to email us or send a shout-out why the ladies mentioned or grouped together will receive a $25 gift card from our friends at fansedge.com and an additional $25 gift card from our partners at nflshop.com. Now, your hint is that these ladies are tops in their industry. Stay tuned. Coming up next, we have a performance from Chad B. on the first part of Shout Out.
Free Mr. Vine. Stop having them kids.
Yes, he loves me. From my head to my toes, all the way through to my soul. My flaws, my imperfections are perfect. What you call mistakes, he calls lessons. What you call luck, I call blessings. So no, I'm not restless. I know that I'm destined to shed a few tears, and no, I don't mean 3. I mean as many as it takes, because each tear will give me clarity. Allow me to see clearly that I am made in his image, shown how to give and taught how to receive what he has to offer me. He loves me. They ask me, do I believe? Well, if you have to ask that question, then you really don't know me. But he knows me. He knows how to console me. He knows how to move me. I know with him, I'm never lonely. With him, I'm never hungry, because he feeds my mind, body, and soul. And I'm full off the knowledge that he gives, and I'm thankful for the nourishment that he provides my inner being. He shows me how to find things that I think are missing, because he says that I'm complete. He's just adjusting me. That's how I found peace. He taught me how to truly love me, reminded me that my body is my temple, and yes, it is that simple. I'm covered by his grace, so I'm not afraid to face my yesterdays, my todays, or my tomorrows, realizing that I am on borrowed time, his timeline. And you may not recognize, but that means that I'm doing just fine. I'm no longer just trying to survive. I'm living life, and I'm free. Free from the nightmares that used to haunt me, and free from the demons that used to taunt me. But he released me and let me know that it's okay to be me. I don't have to pretend to be something or someone else, because I'm exactly what he made me to be. He loves me. And even when I've only managed to give him half, he gives me himself whole. He said that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. So when people hurt me, he knows. He whispers when the battle's not mine, so I don't have to waste precious time. My, his love is good. Have you tried him? See, he can do what no man or woman can ever do for me. He truly loves me. So I love him for always being there. His gentleness in showing me that he cares. I know he may not come when I call him, but he's always there. I love him for keeping me safe in his warm embrace. He has never forsaken me, never just left me. Do you see how he has kept me? Open your eyes and see how he's kept you. Do you know that he loves you? I do. I truly do. And I know that he loves me too. So let me say this to everyone so they can hear me clearly. He loves me. I don't know what he sees in me, but I know that he loves me. He loves me. He loves me.
Welcome back. The music flows in from around the globe to get a shout out from the panel. First Lady, I can't wait to hear the music from Chad B. Over to you.
On Shout Out, we feature new independent artists who are looking to find their shining star. If you like what we hear, we'll give the track a shout-out. If we don't like it, we hit the mute. This morning, we had B out of New Jersey with his album, In My Zone. All right, DJ, let's hear it. I'm in my zone.
All of my be trapping for real. Trapping for real. You know it. All of my is the baddest for real. Baddest for real. You know it. All of my money so dirty for real. Count it. Dirty for real. Casio, what's up? That's how you know we from Jersey for real. Know it. Jersey for real. I be all in my zone. Beautiful women be calling my phone. And they just want me alone. Rolling up, getting blown. Smoking is loud, turning it up and we holding it down. They notice us now. They notice us now. I be all in my zone. Brick City, my home. Your women crush Wednesday. She all in my phone. She let a real bone. I just wanna Giuseppe my kicks and rock tank tops. Keep stopping the bank until that bank stop. Keep counting this money, you know, cause it's hungry, you know, your it's funny yelling at a spot. I'm in the zone like the 2-3. Get the camera, make a movie like I'm Bruce Lee. Bruce Wayne, all black, Moussain. 260 on the dash, kick back, Luke Kane. 100K loose change. I'm out the country, I just do my own thing. Real from the bottom. I'm in my zone and I got a fast life. What's up? All of my new be trapping for real. Trapping for real. You know it. All of my baddest for real. That is for real. All of my money so dirty for real. Dirty for real. That's how you know we from Jersey for real. Jersey for real. I be all in my zone. Beautiful women be calling my phone. And they just want me alone. Rolling up, blown. Smoking is loud, turning it up and we holding it down. They notice us now. They notice us now. I be all in my zone. Bay on my city, I call it my home. Do how I want cause I'm grown. Could give a f if I'm known. Shawty all in my ear. What you heard, nigga, all of us here. You know, you know, you know. I got my team, I got my women. Goddamn, I'm winning. I get fleet, I get dope. I'm so dope, I got my team, I got my women. Goddamn, I'm winning. I get fleet, I get dope. I'm so. It's a Jersey thing. In my zone, but we still black. In my zone, like I'm Phil Jack. In my zone, like Jordan at the buzzer when he peeled back. Iverson stepped over Lou, the real back. In my zone, like Brian. In my zone, like it's my time. Came from the bond time. In my zone, like your third drink. In my zone with my Casio, we from Jersey. I'm in my zone. I'm in my zone. In my zone. I'm in my zone. In my zone, I'm in my zone. In my zone, I'm in my zone. In my zone, it's a Jersey thing.
All right, that's In My Zone. All right. Let's go to the panel. I'm going to start off with Joe. Joe, what did you think about In My Zone by Chad B?
Chad B was hidden. Shout it out. We got a star. I love it.
All right. Dizzie Mac, what did you think about Chad B? Are you going to shout out or are you going to hit the mute button?
Man, First Lady, the Shimmy Shake Girls are still grooving off of that one. Yeah, we're giving that a shout out. We like that a lot. Chad B.
Yes, indeed. Ronnie B, what did you think of Chad
he was smooth and grooving, had a nice little mellow beat. I'll give him a shout out.
Okay, well, you don't seem okay. You say you'll give him a shout out. I think he deserves a shout out because I'm feeling Chad B. I enjoyed that. That had a nice beat. It was a nice production. So I'm definitely shouting out Chad B. One of my homies from New Jersey, and here with part of New Jersey from But, feeling Chad B. We'll have another performance from Chad B on part 2 of Shout Out.
Oh, yeah, he's bugging you, boy. First lady, discombobulated.
I'll tell you, Chad B got me going this morning. Speaking of getting me going, is that the sound of my favorite underwater friend? Is it time for Flip It?
That's right. It is time for Flip It, where our hosts defend a point and then flip the script and defend the opposing view. Everyone was kung fu fighting. Those cats were fast as lightning. Too bad that's not the case in the NBA when the hack-a-shack is deployed against certain players who can't hit a free throw shot. Adam Silver says, changes are on the way. We ask the panel to defend. The NBA needs to leave things alone. If you can't hit free throws, it's on the player to get better, not for the commissioner to make the game easier. Midas Mind, defend.
Ronnie B., you knew what the game was the first time you picked up a basketball, the first time you called a foul in the playground. When you went to St. Ray Fields and somebody went upside your head and you hollered out foul. You hollered out that foul for a reason, because it was a foul. You get to get the ball back. Or, in this case, you get to go to the line and take free throws. Let me put the emphasis on free throws. I mean, you throw it up there for free. Nobody guards you. You stand in a spot, the same spot, the exact distance from the 10-foot goal that you've been standing on since you was in junior high school. Why in the world would the NBA begin changing rules because somebody can't do what they've been asked to do since junior high? Nobody's focused them enough to get that one simple thing right. If basketball is going to stay basketball, we have to expect our sports figures to step their game up or simply recognize and deal with the consequences of its deficiencies. It's all in the game. Let's keep the game the same.
Dizzie Mac, defend.
Man, the NBA would lose me if they do some crazy junk like that. It is what it is. Again, like Joe said, you've known the rules of the game since you began playing the game. If you can't get your big, sorry, lazy butt out there and shoot free throws, I'm talking a 15-foot unguarded shot. If you cannot get out there and hit your free throws, you deserve the ridicule to get in the fines you have to take to help your team lose the game, because you're going to lose a game or two or more because of that. Because, again, they're not going to pay you these big, high salaries, these high contracts for you to be out there missing free throws. Well, Wilt was cool with it because he did other things to help his team win. Shaq was cool with it because he did other things to help his team win. You're not out there scoring 25, 30 points a game, getting 15, 20 rebounds. You're out there living off lobs, hoping somebody throw the ball up in the air, block some shots. But until they take you off the court in them situations, develop the number two. You can only play at certain times then you're going to get it together. Because
DeAndre Jordan.
Yeah, you're going to keep getting used and abused. And you're going to make your team lose. Don't change the rules. Hold them players accountable. Free throws.
First lady, defend.
Changing league rules because 3 players cannot make their free throws consistently is just utterly ridiculous.
Yeah.
If teams want this to stop, they need to make their players learn how to shoot free throws. Houston Rockets, LA Clippers, and the Detroit Pistons. Because Dwight Howard, DeAndre Jordan, and Andre Drummond are the problem. Bring someone in to work with them on shooting their free throws. Now, basketball is about strategy. So there will always be some aspect of the game that will be boring or unappealing when it comes to game strategy. So to me, eliminating the strategy is not going to be the solution for poor free throwers. It's going to enable these players to learn, to learn one of the basics principle of basketball, and that is to shoot free throws. As Joe said, it's free. There's no one standing there. Just put the ball in the basket. And you don't really want to go down that path. And once you go down there's no turning back. Now, LeBron James, he feels that the strategy should stay in place because it is part of the game. And whatever it takes to win, within the rules should be allowed. So as far as I'm said, the king has spoken, so let it be said, let it be written, and let it stand.
The king? He done missed some free throws.
All right, now you've heard the panel, but this is Flip the Script. We asked the panel to defend. The fans hate the hack-a-shack. The game would be better without it, so that the fast-paced game that the fans enjoy can proceed. Midas Mind, defend.
Ronnie, you know how appalling it is to have a flowing game. People are running the court. People are going. You go into your inside man, he's big, he's powerful, he's tackled. Huh? Wait, folks, basketball. This is basketball. Now we got guys out here actually using the rules to inhibit the game. So I know you can't shoot free throws, so I'm just going to commit illegality after illegality, and you know what? I'm smart for doing it. Ouch. Really? This is really indefensible because you're not working in the true spirit of the game. The NBA has to do something to stop this. And that being said, folks, I'm now going to commit suicide. Bye. Whoa. Okay, not really. But I'd kill myself if they did that. Uh-oh. Get up and out, please.
Dizzie Mac, defend.
I don't feel good. No! You've got to keep them fans because the NBA is at its height, popularity-wise. I mean, they are making money. I mean, Dave Stern did hand them the keys to the cash cow, didn't he? All he has to do is just make a rule. And that rule is, hey, instead of shooting free throws, you get the ball out. You get one more possession and a chance to score some points. Because you keep letting these big dummies shoot free throws, you'll never score no points. And that's the object of the game. That keeps the fans coming. That's one more alley-oop, three-point shot, pick and roll type situation, and the fans will get a chance to see. They get a chance to see their favorite player score. First, wouldn't you want to have Kevin Durant or Russell Westbrook shoot 4, 5, 6, 10, 12 more times a game? Yeah, you would. I see you nodding your head over there. Yeah, so he's got to do something, and that's what it's going to have to be. I mean, there's no other way around it. Right? It keeps the pace fast, and it keeps the fans kicking in all that millions of dollars of revenue.
First Lady, defend.
Coaches are using the hack-a-shack strategy more this year. I mean, last season there were 164 hack-a-shack fouls. The hack-a-shack fouls are nearing 300 instances before the All-Star break. This is ridiculous. DeAndre Jordan shot 34 free throws in a game against Portland on November 30th, if that wasn't enough, Andre Drummond shot 36 free throws on January 20th against the Houston Rockets. Now, in both games, both teams that employed the hack-a-shack strategy lost the game. The NBA teams are big on analytics, so Adam Silver needs to show that the analytics, that the hack-a-shack is not assisting teams with winning. This strategy probably will no longer be available if the coaches realize that the hack-a-shack is not working. And the hack-a-shack strategy is just ruining the beauty of the NBA game. The NBA game is free-flowing game of teams running and shooting. The game is exciting and fast-paced. With this hack-a-shack strategy, the game has become boring and will be as long as baseball. It won't be that long, but it's going to get that long. This is not what James Naismith wanted. Adam Silver, you have to do the right thing, and you must bring major change to the hack-a-shack strategy. Get rid of it.
Well, you've heard the defense this week on this part of Flip It. First Lady, take us to break.
Stay tuned. Coming up next, the funnies and our favorite underwater friend on Flip It Part 2.
It's like an onside kick.
You are my sunshine on a cloudy day. The finest sculptor's hands couldn't capture your essence with the most expensive clay. Simply because your beauty starts internally, and my love ain't going nowhere, I am yours for eternity. I want you to be that Proverbs 31 type of woman who can overcome any obstacle and never be fazed. A lady who understands that charm is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman who fears the Lord is to be praised. I want to give you that agape love that 1 Corinthians speak of, that is patient, kind, and that will never end. I want you to be a strong-minded sister, the Mrs. to my Mister, the Mia to my Remus. A woman who keeps her eyes on the prize and never lets jealousy come between us. You see, my heart was barren like Sarah's womb until love was conceived, and you made me believe that we could coexist and do this. When I think of how much you cared for me and feel that empty space, I first given honor to God for His amazing grace. You see, I was a lonely man, afraid of rejection, lacking direction, until you came along and, following the tracks of my tears, wrapped me in your arms and showed me love and affection. Je ne te quitterai jamais et je t'aimerai toujours. Translation, I will love you forever and leave you never. The Lord revealed you to me in a dream. That's how I know we're meant to be together. I can't wait for that day when you're walking down that aisle, wearing the most elegant dress, the same color as your smile. As we take our vows and look into each other's eyes, my mind fast forwards to waking up to a blessing every time the sun rises. Now there will be some challenges along the way. The devil will try to attack us without warning. We may not even see him coming. But I'd rather have bad times with you than good times with another woman. Before I could blink, he blessed me with you, and that's exceeding abundantly above all that I could ever ask or think. Ever since the day I met you, you filled my world with so much love. I prayed for a soulmate, and he sent me a blessing down from up above. My love, I want you to know that I've missed you since birth. Also that I am a real man who understands a woman's worth. Sweet lady, it is your love that I hunger. And I'm willing to wait forever, because what doesn't kill me can only make me stronger. I have been denied the pleasure of your presence, so make yourself seen. And I know your heart can hear me because my pulse is racing. So I'll be waiting for you at the beginning of every morning and at the end of every day. I can't wait for our souls to collide. My beautiful bride, my fictitious fiancé.
Welcome back. You are listening to Bras, Panties, and Sports. It's time for the funnies. All right, Dizzie Mac, over to you.
First Lady, guess what?
I don't know what.
All right, we have our 6th Need to Grow story of 2016.
Oh, my goodness.
Yes, already up to 6. Photo booth theft. Suspects found after machine took his photo. Oh, boy. Police in Illinois were able to identify the suspect in a photo booth theft after the machine was activated during the robbery. Activated. Wow. Click. The booth at Funway Amusements captured photos of the suspect who pried open the machine's cash drawer and stole $75 in cash and caused $75 worth of damage, according to Batavia Police Department. When the man attempted to open the photo booth's cash drawer, the machine automatically began to take photos. The machine is designed to take photographs when it senses tampering to the cash drawer. In other words, we had something for that brother. We had something for him. Yes. Took them pictures right there. Hey, you got your own. They even probably used the extra one as a mugshot. Because you probably were turning your head left to right.
I saw the picture, better than a mugshot.
Oh, boy. Well, gosh darn.
Real good, clear picture.
Hey, clear. Well, he'll have a lot of time to explain that one. Gosh darn it. Like, you know what? I'm tired of Flipper getting this water on me. But if it must be splashing, you know it must be time for our favorite underwater friend. It's time for Flip It.
Time for Flip It, where our hosts defend a point and then flip the script and defend the opposing view. Cam Newton or Peyton Manning are making history even before the ball is snapped. Only one can win. Whose will be more historic and significant? Panel defend. Peyton Manning winning the Super Bowl will be far more significant and historic than Cam Newton winning. Midas Mind defend.
Peyton Manning is arguably the best regular season quarterback we've ever seen. Going to the line, calling plays at the line, reading defenses, confusing defenses, drawing them off sides, changing the play at the last minute to make them look like fools, taking teams that didn't have a running game, making a running game happen on a simple stretch play all those years in Indianapolis, and then faking the stretch play, same simple old play, and burning them downfield, either piece by piece or deep into the heart of scoring territory. It would be historic for him to end his season, a season in which he'd been benched in. I know he had an injury. His neck was hurt. His arm was hurt. He had a fingernail that cracked, something. I don't know. But he had to be set down this year after having such a historic career. When he came back to save the day. The great Peyton Manning, a guy who's been and won a Super Bowl. Thank you, Bears, for just a bad performance. But anyway, he did it. Right now, his legacy is that he got one. His brother, who looks a lot less talented, has two. And even though they're the first family of football, Peyton Manning, the one with the most expectations, has come up a little short, a little bit like a choker doing playoffs and Super Bowl runs. This would be one hell of a historic cap on probably the greatest quarterback career, other than Tom Brady's, that the NFL has ever seen. historic compared to Cam, who is just going for his first one and has plenty of years to come, having not the regular season records that Peyton holds, by far more historic if Peyton ends it with a bang and then sits it down.
Dizzie Mac, defend.
Peyton Manning winning the Super Bowl would definitely be more significant and historic than Cam Newton winning. All the things Peyton has had to go through, the negativity, again, we've seen him, let's just face it, get old before our eyes. He doesn't have the skills that he used to have. And for him to be able to go out under the allegations that he's taking performance-enhancing drugs, yeah, it would be a big, big feather. And this is the last time he'll ever be able to catch Eli. The last time. Because he'll never hear the end of it at the family reunions when Eli's wearing both rings and Peyton only has only one. And he's saying, you were the good one. Okay. I can't hear you, Peyton. What you got to say? I got rings in both ears? Yeah. Nah. It would be far more significant because, again, he would cap everything off and ride off into the sunset, telling everybody to kiss my behind. Test me now. Oh, I'm retired.
Okay. First Lady, defend.
This will be the first time in league history that two overall number one draft picks will face off in the Super Bowl. And there is definitely an age difference. They're separated by 13 years. And Peyton Manning is used to making history. Peyton has played 15 seasons, and he's played in 266 regular season games. This will be his fourth Super Bowl game, and he's played in 27 career postseason games. So It would be far more significant for Peyton Manning to win the Super Bowl because he's 39 years old and he can barely throw the football. People have counted him out. He's had numerous injuries. He had a herniated disc in his neck, had surgery to repair that. He's had plantar fasciitis recently, his foot injury. Peyton Manning is destined to go to the Hall of Fame for a long time, even probably long before Cam Newton was in high school. However, I just don't think Peyton Manning needs to win this Super Bowl to cement his legacy since he already has one. But the naysayers said that he needs to win this Super Bowl. So I think it is far more historic for him to win because everybody has counted him out, and this is late in his career, and he needs it more than Cam Newton because Cam Newton is just starting his Super Bowl path, and Peyton Manning definitely needs this one, and I think it would be more historical for him to win it.
All right, you heard the defense, and I was surprised no one mentioned that Peyton Manning would be the only quarterback in NFL history to win Super Bowls on two different teams.
That would be true.
Panel, defend. Sorry, Peyton. If Cam Newton wins, it's way more historic and significant. Defend. Midas Mind.
Well, let me say this. Peyton has had a great career. But we are starting a new era. And quarterback is quarterback, baby. We back! And with a vengeance, like a bad cold. We ain't never going away no more. Okay, let me calm down. Cam Newton is doing something in different terms. The quarterback position is changing. Now, Russell Wilson started this being a running, throwing quarterback, but basically seen as a game-managing running quarterback who would throw periodically to get his team there. The reason this is historic is because for the first time, people are recognizing that just like Peyton took defenses apart with his mind, that running quarterbacks do the exact same thing and more efficiently. This is the reason Russell comes out and he's able to deliver his team to a Super Bowl appearance 2 years in a row. It took Peyton a career to do that. Give me a break. This is the reason we're watching Cam right now throw high percentage passes, make them work with a group of no-name receivers, and still run when he has to deliver his team. But it's a different style. They're not modest. Good little leave it to beavers like people expect them to be. Quarterback. Yeah. It's quarterback. And guess what? You're going to see some dabbing, some stanky legging, some roll punch stopping out there, and people having fun. And just in case you thought you didn't like it, I'm going to hand the ball to a white baby. This is historic, folks. Get ready. The world is changing before your eyes. Get on that train. The door is open. Come on in.
Dizzie Mac over there on your Super Bowl 50 bearskin rug.
Yeah.
5-0.
5-0. No. Peyton. You're cemented in there. Nobody's going to take your place. They'll have nothing but good things to say about you. But Cam Newton is coming to take you out. Flip it like this. This is flipping the script with you looking at Peyton Manning being Joe Louis, Cam Newton being Rocky Marciano. The champ, Joe Louis had been the champ for so long. If anybody that could beat Marciano is the champ. But Marciano whooped Joe, knocked him out like he was just an ordinary thug running up on Popeye. Whoa! Hey, Cam has to take out Peyton at this particular stage to cement his place. It's a young man's game. It's a young man's game. They're giving Peyton the illusion all this week he's going to win. I'm talking about his own team. His own team might as well be playing for Carolina because they're giving Cam the best opportunity to win. I'm not saying winning it by itself because, again, they're doing an excellent job. You know, like Russell Wilson, they putting the team around them and take advantage of what they do best, which is make plays, make it happen. Not only with their legs, but, hey, throwing the ball. Look how he was able to hit Greg Olsen down the seams, matching up. That's something, I mean, who can't, I put it like this, it's perfect for him. He doesn't have to think about it. He's not having to throw into double covers because most of the time he's isolated the man one-on-one against a hapless defender. He couldn't cover him if he had a net. So it makes it easy for Cam to look special. And that would be just the impact because, again, you'll watch his full skills on display, romping and rolling, running and gunning, putting the ball where it needs to be. And the defense Because, see, they don't want to make Peyton look bad. See, Denver has a good defense. And they could have been reacting to interception Peyton didn't practice. Because they know this is how Carolina's going to do it. Peyton just don't have that up on the ball no more. Eating too many Papa John pieces. Oh, hurt. He got and Cam is going to take it and he's going to put the O-line down. Put the O-line down and put his foot on his chest and raise both arms and say, I'm here. I'm the new champ. I done replaced them all. I'm at the top of the mountain right now. And it'd be significant because he'd be the only one that went there and won it with a full team and full display. The skills pay the bills. How about Peyton?
All right. Good argument on who'd win the game. Weak on the historic and significant. First Lady defend.
Yeah.
There have only been 2 quarterbacks to ever win both a Super Bowl and NCAA championship as starter. This year, Cam Newton is hoping to be the third. He has led his Carolina Panthers to 15-1 regular season and the NFC Championship, with only one more game to play on his way to making history against Peyton Manning, who can't match his record. Cam is following the footsteps of football legend Joe Namath and Joe Montana. Joe Namath won the NCAA title as a starter quarterback in Alabama, for Alabama, and then he won later the Super Bowl, obviously with the New York Jets. Joe Montana led Notre Dame to the NCAA championship in 1977 and then went on to win 4 Super Bowls. Cam has the chance to do this, but also Cam will be the third black quarterback to win the Super Bowl. You know, as I said, he will be. If he wins, he will be the third black quarterback to win a Super Bowl since Doug Williams and Russell Wilson. Cam has won on all levels. He's won high school championship. He's actually won junior college championship, and he obviously won the Division I NCAA championship while he was at Auburn. It will definitely be more historical for Cam Newton to win the Super Bowl than Peyton Manning.
Okay, you've heard the defense on both sides of Flip It this week, and surprised nobody made the point that it's always more historic and significant when you beat the legend. First Lady, take us to break.
On the other side of the break, we'll have another performance round. Chad B. on Shout Out. Please stay tuned.
We know who Dizzie Mac picking in the Super Bowl.
Act on the possibilities. Today, you can make a difference. You've done it many times before, and you can do it again. Today is too full of positive possibilities for you to weigh it down with excuses or hesitation or doubt. You know what will push your life forward today. So go ahead and get on with it. Taking action can be difficult, uncomfortable, risky, and complicated. But none of those things are as painful as the regret you will have to live with if you fail to make the most of this day. In all of time, in all the universe, there is not, never has been, and never will be another person just like you. You are right here, right now to add something unique to life, something only you can do. So do it. Let yourself feel the sense of purpose that rises from your core. Fulfill that purpose by getting up, getting out there, and getting yourself in motion. This is a beautiful, unique day, and you can make it even more so Act on the possibilities and enjoy the experience of new richness flowing out from your actions.
Welcome back. You are listening to Brawls, Panties and Sports. It's time for Shout Out Part 2, the picks, and the finale. The music flows in from around the globe to get a shout out from the First Lady and the crew. First Lady, what you got?
Okay, we got another performance from Chad B, and we're going to be doing some hustling. We hustle. All right, DJ, play that song.
My nigga, we hustle. We hustle, we hustle, we hustle. We hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle. My nigga, we hustle. That's muscle on muscle on muscle. We hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle. My nigga, we hustle. We hustle, we hustle, we hustle. That's muscle on muscle on muscle on muscle on muscle on muscle. My nigga, we hustle. That's hustle on hustle on hustle. Hustle on, hustle on, hustle on, hustle on, hustle on, hustle, my nigga, we hustle.
Everybody knows Zeke, nigga. 730, that's me, nigga. Dream chaser like meat, nigga. A businessman and out street, nigga. Pulled up and I skirt off. Titties out and her skirt off. Pussy wet for that bird off. We turned up and she turned on. We hustle. We hustle, we hustle, we hustle. I'm getting that work on the muscle. I'm hitting that block, then we bubble. My dogs bite through that muzzle. I'm hauling with it when I come through. My Bronx niggas ready to rumble. I'm G'd up and stay humble. We don't get it twisted. This street life, we rarely lived it. Fucking birds and we after chicken. Cooking up, chef in the kitchen. Front line when I'm in the trenches. Shitting on the rosé, I'm pissing. Strapped up, suited for business. Stay on the grind, we gotta
my nigga,
get.
we hustle. We hustle, we hustle, we hustle. We hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle. My nigga, we hustle. That's muscle on muscle on muscle. We hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, my nigga, we hustle. We hustle, we hustle, we hustle. That's muscle on muscle on muscle on muscle on muscle on muscle, my nigga, we hustle. That's hustle on hustle on hustle. Hustle on hustle on hustle on hustle on hustle on hustle, my nigga, we hustle.
Hustle hard, that's trap life. Grind, nigga, no half pipe. Move green or straight white. That Maserati, that's straight white. I ride with my kinfolk. I don't have no car, no. My Benz on Lorenzo. 10 window, 4 endo. Moving that work on the muscle, we get it in bubble. My nigga, we loving the hustle. Me getting that money in trouble. I'm tripping and dishing and flipping. More money, more money, more money, more money. My niggas is gripping and flipping and dishing. You know that we with it. Flipping and dishing, you know that
my nigga, we hustle. We hustle, we hustle, we hustle. Yeah. We hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, my nigga, we hustle. That's muscle on muscle on muscle. Yeah. We hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, my nigga, we hustle. We hustle, we hustle, we hustle. Yeah. That's muscle on muscle on muscle on muscle on muscle on muscle, my nigga, we hustle. We hustle. That's hustle on hustle on hustle. That's hustle. Hustle on hustle on hustle on hustle on hustle on hustle, my nigga, we hustle.
Yeah. The neighbors don't like me cause they know I'm pumping. Bitch, I ain't cook all the J.O. for nothing. I'm sipping that syrup like an Eggo, I'm muddy. I'm whipping that sauce like some Prego or something. And bitch, I'm the boss, watch me take over something. My Mexican pay me in pesos or something. They call me Jose like Canseco. They drug and we open up shop. And we never close. We never close. I hustle on holidays. I hustle all night and day. I sleep in my clothes. I hustle all kind of ways. I'm steady finding ways. It's sweeter than gold. I hug the block like it's gonna be alright. I grieve and console. Buku niggas on my front porch. You know that's like 100 guns. Let the bitches bag up the coke and suck the residue off each other's thumbs. We hustle, we hustle, we hustle. That's duffel on duffel on duffel. We smuggle, we smuggle, we smuggle. We are who you gotta come to, my nigga, we hustle. Yeah.
We hustle, we hustle, we hustle.
We hustle.
We hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, my nigga, we hustle.
Yeah.
That's muscle on muscle on muscle.
That's muscle.
We hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, we hustle, my nigga, we hustle.
Yeah.
We hustle, we hustle, we hustle.
We hustle.
That's muscle on muscle on muscle on muscle on muscle on muscle, my nigga, we hustle.
Yeah.
That's hustle on hustle on hustle.
That's hustle.
Hustle on hustle on hustle on hustle on hustle on hustle, my nigga, we hustle.
Chad B. with what we hustle. Okay, let's go to the panel and see what they think about Chad B's version of We Hustle, I guess. Now, he really did a 360-degree turn there. All right. Dizzie Mac, what did you think of Chad B, We Hustle?
Oh, man. I thought he showed his dexterity on that, switching it up, giving something for the clubs and the streets. I like We Hustle. I'm giving it a shout-out. Way to go, Chad B.
Shout it out. All right, Ronnie B., what did you think of We Hustle?
I'm giving it a yo.
Okay, any explanation?
It was okay. I thought it was good, but I didn't it didn't get me in, but it was good, so I'm giving it a yo.
Okay, you're going to give it a yo. All right, Joe, what did you think of We Hustle?
I believe it sounded fine. It could have used a little, wider vocabulary.
Oh,
but,
absolutely.
Yeah, and since we know that we don't really own no planes to fly this shit in and get at our people, I think he was bragging about being a Fed man and hustling for the Fed, because that's really what you're doing. If I had two more hands, I had to get that one 4 thumbs down. I'm going to have to shut that one down.
Okay, all right. I'm like Ronnie B. I'm going to yo it. I didn't like the use of the N-word. I mean, I know a lot of the people in the rap game, the use of the N-word, that's a term of endearment for them. But he could have said, my brother, we hustle, something else. My dog, we hustle. I guess I'm old school. So that's the only reason why I really didn't like it. Other than that, it did have a nice beat to it. So.
First Lady, on that point, I just want to pass on to a lot of performers. I've been to shows, especially comedy. Will you please quit saying MF? Because it's just so overused. Yeah. I was at a show, 4 comedians got up. The first thing they had to do was say, you MFers, and I'm like, come on. Don't y'all come up with some creative, call me anything, you banana heads, come on, and it's just so overused that, to me, it actually takes away from their creative talent. Well, that's my rant, and back to you, First Lady.
All right, I agree with you. Well, that's the end of shout-out. If you like what you heard from Chad B., check him out at therealchadb.com. If you would like to be heard or have any comments, you can send your emails and tracks to panties@oldgrumpyradio.com. It's time for the picks. I have been the NFL champ 3 times. Will this be the year I am unseated? Not. Well, obviously I wasn't on the show last week, and so we'll go over those picks results from the previous week, and let's see. Well, none of us really did well. So, Dizzie Mac, you won by default because you had minus 70,000 points. Joe, you had minus 110,000 points. I heard you. I don't understand why you thought you were going to do well. I was kind of confused about that. And I was at 135,000, minus 135,000 points. Now, last week, I chose not to take the option. Dizzie Mac took the option, and he won. Michael Irvin's team won, so he scored 150,000 points. And, Joe, you took Team Rice, and you unfortunately have a minus 150,000 points. So the standings as of now is a 2-person race. Dizzie Mac has 430,550 points. I have 560,400 points. Joe, you have 21,675 points. So, I don't know. We have to see, Joe, if you can still win this. But I say it's a two-person race right now. So let's get to the picks. Which quarterback will throw the most interceptions? Cam I Am or Peyton Manning? 50,000 for the correct answer, minus 50,000 for the incorrect answer. Joe, I'll start off with you.
Peyton Manning will throw the most interceptions.
Okay. I'm going to say, gosh, Peyton didn't throw any interceptions last week. Cam had an interception. I'm going to say Peyton. It's going to be tough. Dizzie Mac, who do you have?
Cam Newton.
Okay, you're going with Cam the man. All right. Cam Newton will fumble the ball. 100,000 for the correct answer, minus 100,000 for the incorrect answer. I'm going to say no. Cam will not fumble. Dizzie Mac?
No.
Joe?
Yes, Cam will have one fumble.
Okay. Peyton Manning will rush for over 15 yards. Dizzie Mac?
No.
I'm going to say no also. Joe?
Peyton Manning will rush for over 15 yards.
Joe, you're trying to win it, I see.
Yeah.
Panthers will have a pick six. 75,000 for the correct answer, minus 75,000 for the incorrect answer.
And just to make sure I clarify it, that means the Panthers' defense.
Yes. They will have an interception, and when they get that interception, they'll run for a touchdown. Okay. So, Dizzie Mac?
Yes, they will have a pick six.
Joe?
They will not have a pick six.
I say they will not have a pick six also. Denver will keep the Panthers below 200 yards of rushing. I say no. That's 75,000 for the correct answer, minus 75,000 for the incorrect answer. That's a tough one. I'm going to say no. Dizzie Mac?
Oh, yeah, they're going to go upside the head in the running game.
So what is your answer?
No, they will not have 200 yards.
So you say, yes, Denver will keep the Panthers below 200 yards.
Yes, thank you,
Okay.
yes.
Joe?
Shimmy Shake distracted me over here.
Oh, okay, I see. Okay, Joe, Denver will keep Panthers below 200 yards. Yes or no?
No, they'll get fatigued in the fourth quarter, and Carolina will keep on pounding. They will not hold them to 200 yards.
Okay, there will be no missed field goals. 50,000 for the correct answer, minus 50,000 for the incorrect answer. Joe?
There won't be any missed field goals.
No. Dizzie Mac?
Yes, there will be a missed field goal.
Okay, I'm going to say no. The Super Bowl MVP will not be a quarterback. 50,000 for the correct answer, minus 50 for the incorrect answer. I'm going to say no. Dizzie Mac.
What does that mean? What does no mean? Will or will not be?
Okay, let me see. The Super Bowl, let me reread this question. The Super Bowl MVP will not be a quarterback. Oh, okay. That answer is no. It will not be a quarterback.
Okay,
so I'm saying
yes,
no, it will be a quarterback. That's what am I reading the question and answering the question right?
Okay, but you are making the point that it will be a quarterback.
Okay, yes.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, now we got
what I should say. Okay, let me read. The Super Bowl MVP.
No, we got it. You're saying, you going to get, you saying, no, it will be a quarterback. We got it.
Okay. Okay.
Okay, all right, Midas Mind.
Let's go, Midas Mind. What do you say?
I agree with you. I think it'll either be Cam or Peyton.
Okay, so Super Bowl quarterback will not be. Okay. Dizzie Mac?
It will not be a quarterback. It'll be somebody else.
Okay.
Selling that thunder.
All right. Okay.
Defense.
Yeah, I hear what you say. Okay, let's move on. Okay, the Super Bowl winner, 50,000 for the correct answer, minus 50 for the incorrect answer. The Super Bowl winner will be the Carolina Panthers. That's my choice. Carolina Panthers. Dizzie Mac?
The Carolina Panthers.
And Joe?
Carolina Panthers.
Okay. All right. We'll see how we'll do next week. The Carolina Panthers. So clean sweep. Carolina Panthers. We're not giving Denver a chance. All right. Before we go, it's time to find out what we missed this week. Dizzie Mac, what did you miss?
Oh man, I missed Oklahoma. Man, Oklahoma is putting on. Man, they doing it in college. Doing it in college basketball. Buddy Howell.
All right. Roddy B., what did you miss?
I missed that the Bob Marley branded pot is adding to the growing weed market.
Mm.
Bob Marley pot? Oh, I didn't know Bob Marley had some pot. I am just teasing on that. All right. Go ahead. Joe, Midas Mind, what did you miss?
I missed the rash, the absolute quick turnout of about 5 triple-doubles across the NBA this week. It seemed like everybody was getting a triple-double. Some guys got 2. Russell Westbrook, I think, got 2 this week.
Yeah.
Draymond Green got a couple. And I saw at least 3 other people who got triple-doubles this week. This is becoming fairly common.
Yes.
I got one. I got one.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
When was your triple-double?
Wednesday night. God, come on, folks. You're supposed to be looking for me.
All right. What did I miss? Well, I'm going to say what I didn't miss. I didn't miss Cam Newton's father making the rounds on Media Day and also making the rounds on some of the sports TV shows. It's quite obvious to see where Cam received his charms from. The apple does not fall far from the tree.
Oh.
Oh.
First Lady, you sound like you're joning.
Yes, I am. You remember we followed him from the time he was Auburn. I said he's easy on the eye. Well, the father is just as well easy on the eye, too.
Look at First Lady ogling at my man, ogling this over here, discombobulated.
All right. Well, we got some sad news. We want to thank Joe Midas Mind Miller for joining us. This is his final regular appearance. Say it isn't so. Is it so,
It
Joe?
has been a ball. It has been wonderful to be on a show with 3 professionals that just bring it every week. Love y'all.
Aw, we love you too, Joe. Joe, you know.
Lots of love for you.
Yeah, I know. I just can't believe this is your last show. You know, we're going to definitely keep that mic warm for you. And if ever you want to come back, do not hesitate, Joe. We will definitely welcome you back.
Hey, you know it.
Thank you.
No, you're welcome. This has been Cheryl Smith and the crew, and you've been listening to Bras, Panties, and Sports.